I'm curious. I'm just curious about this. It's just called Internet versus Ethan Klein and Trisha Paytas. I saw Ethan get like ripped into because he said that Trisha faked having. What did she say? I'm pretty sure that she said that she had such bad syphilis that it made it so that she was infertile. Not that she had some infertility issues, from what I remember. And then she had a baby. So, and I can actually understand why Ethan would be extra upset about it because I'm pretty sure Ethan went through IVF. Ethan and his wife went through IVF. No, Ethan and Hila. Sorry, I can't say his wife. I don't want to be like iDubbbz. So I could see why he'd be more sensitive about this topic. So let's fart.
Recently, Trisha Paytas had a child and the whole internet exploded, with many people doing the tradition of reincarnation memes after Ozzy Osbourne died within a few hours of the baby being announced. However, this expanded beyond just internet jokes when Ethan Klein said on his podcast that he believes Trisha Paytas lied about being infertile in the past.
Yeah, I'm sure that she had infertility issues, but she did what like everybody else does on the internet, and she's like sensationalized stuff. She's also not a particularly good person. I know people are willing to forgive her because they have like really low standards for her. They have like extraordinarily low standards for her, but yeah, I mean, she like faked. She like lied about a guy actually assaulting her, like verifiably. Like it was fucking insane after he passed away, and like did a whole bunch of other fucked up shit. Like she like what was it? Jean-Benet Ramsey? She did like some kind of sexual cosplay of that little girl after like she was whenever she was killed by people who speculated her father. So she's like not a good person. I don't know why. It's weird that the internet's like so willing to forgive her, but you know what? If they forgive her, guys, there's nothing we can't do either, baby. There's nothing we can't do.
Saying that she did it simply for attention and sympathy.
Of course,
this caused an uproar on various snark Reddits against Ethan Klein, with him doubling down in response on his Instagram story, saying he's actually going to make a video on the situation.
I don't know why he'd make a video. Did he make one yet? If he did, maybe we'll take a look at it. I don't really know why he would make a video on this situation, though. Like, this is like, I don't know, dude. At this point, it's your fucking, like, it's like your sister-in-law. I feel like, I don't know. Like I don't know, just like time to let it go. You know, it's time to like let it go, dude. I guess that's what I would say.
Along with accusing Moses, Hila Klein's brother and Trisha's husband, of being inappropriate with fans in the past.
What did he do?
Along with accusing Moses, Hila Klein's brother and Trisha's husband, of being inappropriate.
P.S. Moses allegedly sexually assaulted at least one of their fans, stealthing and exploited at least one of their. Oh yeah, I remember that. Like he had sex with her without her knowing he took the condom off or something. That's true.
With
I did see that.
Fans in the past. Welcome to the internet versus Ethan Klein and Trisha Paytas. It starts when Trish Crave tweets out, Trisha Paytas announces her baby's name is Aquaman Moses Paytas Hackman. No.
I doubt that the kid's name is going to be Aquaman. Is it a boy? Although maybe they make technically name the kid Aquaman, but it's like Moses Jr. kind of a thing. But I think that she just does it for attention so that people will, engage with her because she can't. Trisha's not the type of person that has like people. I don't know. She has to be fucking stupid as fuck for people to actually want to give a fuck about her.
Now, of course, there was a whole bunch of memes about this situation, but the topic of this video really starts when Lil CPS tweets out, Ethan Klein again accuses Trisha Paytas of lying about her
Little CPS. Okay.
Fertility struggles after welcoming her new baby, Aquaman. What a sad, miserable man. Attaching this clip.
Emily's beautiful and great. Yes. But once again, I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna get it out.
I love the coughing.
Trisha lied about being infertile, and that's a disgusting thing to do. She had 3 kids back to back without a single fucking hesitation. Back to back. She got pregnant immediately. Now that's great and good for them, but she continually lied about being infertile, which is a horrible fucking thing to do.
Did she did she go through like IVF treatments though or anything, or not even IVF, just like any type of fertility treatment?
Because real people go through.
I mean, he would know more than anybody else, right? He would know more than anybody. Well, not more than anybody else, but that's his sister-in-law, so I imagine he has some insider information. But yeah, no, I generally agree with him. I just don't think that he probably shouldn't be saying these things like publicly. Like it's kind of time to like let it go a little bit,
Do that every day, and they don't get to have 3 kids back to back exactly planned just like you want. Fuck that.
She said that she was infertile. I'm a fucking like huge loser. Like she said that she got like horrible. I'm pretty sure it was horrible syphilis that made it so she could never have a baby. And now all of a sudden she does like IVF treatments and she's able to have a baby. Like that is very clearly some form of stolen valor, we'll say. So
I'm a little old school, so I'm just gonna say congrats.
Congrats. Yeah, that's what I said though.
Yeah, it's fine. Listen.
I mean, Ethan's not wrong. He's just petty.
It upsets me. I don't like the way that she's lied about this shit. Okay, you guys don't have to say it, but I will.
Yeah, it's his sister-in-law. Like Hila is the sister of Trisha's husband. What the fuck? Right? Yes. Pretty sure that's that I said. I'm pretty sure what I said was correct.
I know people go, oh, she got IVF and stuff. That helps. But if you're infertile, like she's lied about her whole fucking life leading up to this, she said she got diagnosed.
Yeah, she said her womb was rotted.
That she will never have kids.
Also, not for nothing, even if she got IVF, she probably didn't need IVF. For the most part, unfortunately, like in our health, like my wife and I are going through fertility treatment right now. And like we live in Long Island and like they are terrible. They desperately try to get you to do IVF because it's expensive. They want it, you know? So we found a doctor. He's actually really good. And like he doesn't push IVF because it's like a difficult experience to get. It's like really tough on the body and it's not fun and it's like it hurts and you know all this other shit. So that's like what we've been doing. And we're not like basically we're just doing like the hey, take some hormones and an ovulation trigger shot and fuck. I just fuck. Make sure you have fucking sex, that's the easy part. Thankfully, we I've practiced that a lot. So like a lot of times they push you to IVF when you don't necessarily need it, just because they try to make money. Like these businesses try to, like the hospitals or businesses, they try to make money. So they'll push you to do IVF when you don't necessarily need it, just so that they can fucking, you know, money max a little bit there. It's kind of fucking disgusting.
And she's farmed sympathy for it her whole career up until she magically had 3 family plannings go perfectly without a hitch. Liar. Shame on her for lying about that. It's horrifically disgusting.
What I'm saying, dude. Shame on her.
But family's beautiful, and that's all I have to say about that.
Family's beautiful. You probably could have just told her in private, but
I just think she's disgusting for lying about that. And Moses is a fucking freak for naming his kid Aquaman.
They continue the thread.
But not Trisha.
Not all the Trisha landers my mentions now that the newest Trisha snark just got banned for harassing her children.
You know, it's one of those things where like Ethan fucked up here because he very easily, in my opinion, could have like showed proof. He could have been like, hey, one of the 20 people I hire, go back and look where Trisha said that her womb was rotted. Like, how difficult could it be to find? Yeah, she says she's like legitimately infertile. Here's like,
I'm single.
The Viet Cong, right? So you're the Viet Cong.
Right. I'm a single 32-year-old infertile woman.
Yeah, infertile means you can't have kids. There's a difference between infertile and having fertility issues. Also, I don't know what episode it is, but she says that her fucking womb rotted from like syphilis. I remember her saying this. I just don't know what episode. But I'm also not the fucking person who has a goddamn crew of people who could research this.
All the baby comments because I thought it was fake, so my apologies.
He's very real.
It's very real.
So
I can get pregnant, so you're lucky. Yeah.
Why not?
I had chlamydia twice and it damaged my tubes. So when I got the HSG test to see if I was fertile, it was blocked. My tubes are scarred.
Wow.
Did you catch chlamydia in the line of duty or in personal life?
I would say in the line of duty. I blamed my personal boyfriend at the time. I think it was during work. But no.
But you were using protection, right?
No.
Oh.
That's why I stopped.
Wow.
Yeah. They don't want to have condoms. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't know. I mean, your most charitable position is going to be that she had this issue, but then modern fertility shit made it so that you could have kids again. I'm a little skeptical, but also we're doing a little too much research for some fucking offshoot video. That's just supposed to be silly, but she says it a lot. Yeah, she said it a lot. I could swear I saw her say that it was like rotted through, and she was like sensationalizing it. So, all right.
And Samantha says, I don't get why he's so passionate about this or what the point of her lying would even be, lol. And Exazima,
because she's a fucking bitch,
replies, she lies about a lot of things for no reason other than to gain sympathy and attention.
True.
He's passionate about it because it's a close and personal subject for him and his wife, who had—
That's so true, man. I can understand that. So my wife and I are having some trouble too. It's kind of shitty when somebody stolen valor, dude. It's fucking stolen valor.
to undergo fertility treatments to have their kids. And Cece replies to the clip by saying, also, women's health is extremely underfunded and studied on. Women get inaccurate diagnoses.
Hey, ladies, I'm willing to study. I'm just kidding. I'm married. Shut up.
All of the time. Is he her OBGYN?
And a line of duty.
And Ojima replies, why
is he the OBGYN? Has he ever done anything? How would he even know Trisha? Have they ever done anything together? Like, obviously he knows things about her, you fucking idiots.
you guys acting like Trisha is not a pathological liar? And one tired human says, because she's not. People call her a liar because she can't clearly remember things like what age she started S work, for example. But
dude, this person's a stupid, dumb idiot. Though I just don't even care anymore. Like when people argue with you on the internet, especially Twitter, I look at them, and they're just bots. Unless I'm having a conversation with somebody, it's just a bot.
Not having a clear memory of something does not equal lying. And Ojama
Well, she lies a lot, and you're a big, ugly freak.
replies, she lied about having DID, about being a trans man, about being schizophrenic, about being abused by a teacher and defamed a dead man. She got pregnant right after she started trying and has been pregnant for 3 years straight without having to do any fertility treatments. And one tired human replies, 1, she didn't lie. She was uneducated and thought she had it because she would have blackouts and not remember what happened.
All right, this is clearly Trisha Paytas' alt account. What the fuck?
People would tell her she was a different person, something people with BPD can struggle with, and she did end up turning it into a joke when people didn't take her seriously. 2, she didn't lie about her teacher. There's no proof she was lying, just that she was wrong about him going to jail. She didn't know he had passed, because why would she? She only heard he went to jail. At the
No, this whole thing is just like a misremembrance, but it really doesn't matter. It's Trisha Paytas. Like, they're a fucking loser. Okay.
of the day, no one knows what happened besides Trisha and the teacher. And 3, Trisha has been talking about her infertility issues long before she started the podcast with Ethan, and has talked about her treatments. And Ojama replies, yeah, that's called her lying for sympathy because she saw other women on infertility journeys get insane amounts of clout and love. The amount of grace
same thing with DID, and same thing with saying that she was trans, yeah.
You people give to a pathological liar that hasn't done an ounce of activism in her life and voted for Biden for an Instagram post is wild to me. Why not go to war for someone actually worth it, instead of someone who domestically abused her last 2 partners? Over on r/leftovers H3, Recovered a Gang Stalker also posted the same clip with the caption, Ethan Klein the misogynist again accuses Trisha Paytas of lying about her fertility struggles.
Damn.
My jaw was on the floor.
Ethan Klein the massage therapist.
He will be a miserable piece of shit for the rest of his life. And Joper says, funnily enough, Olivia fell silent the rest of the episode. And Busy Swan replies,
yeah, well, you want to know why? It's because Olivia's too woke. I would not do it with Trisha Paytas. You guys have to stop saying that. You have to understand something, okay? I am a gooner, okay? So I've seen the OF, dude, and I'm not trying to be rude, but, you know, whatever. All I'm going to say is her nipples are too high. You know? I feel like, you know, it's just crazy. It's not natural. It's, you know, I already don't like tit jobs in the first place. Like, I don't like fake tits. I do like tit jobs. But anyway, so it's like, you know, it's already a rank. You're already striking out for that. But on top of it, they did a shit job. So it's like, I feel bad, kind of. But then also, Trisha's like such a terrible person. I don't really feel bad. I actually hope that she feels self-conscious every single day about her terrible tit job. And she married a guy that seems like the kind of guy that would like shame her body. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy who actually respects women and like takes them with their flaws. So if anything, she probably deserves everything that she gets from Moses, honestly. But hey, that's just a theory. A gooner theory.
And yet, like always, she'll still stick around even knowing her boss is awful. And Angelica says, I find it funny how making fun of Trisha is one of the only things that visibly bothers her. Meanwhile, she sits and giggles and yasses through things with much heavier, global, objectively more fucked up implications on a daily basis.
Yes, queen.
Not undermining Trisha, but come on. And the Penguin replies, kind of how Ethan is more upset about how Netanyahu makes Jews look bad, more than he is in him committing a fucking genocide and
oh shit. Well, you know what? Trisha said there was a genocide in her fucking pussy, a chlamydia genocide, and she lied about it for attention. Okay, so that's pretty fucked up too.
Humanizing Palestinians on a fucking podcast. They only care about what affects them. HZ fan says that's his newborn nephew he's talking about, by the way. And Do Flamingo 4900 replies,
what is he talking about? He said he likes the kid's fine. It's just that Trisha's a lying bitch. What is it? What are you talking about here?
Important to note that he and his wife also struggled with infertility and had 3 kids back to back to back in less than 5 years. Trisha had 3 kids in 3 years.
Yeah, but I don't think Ela ever said, hey. First of all, Ela never said that she was infertile. They just struggle with fertility issues. And then after you have like your first kid, there's usually that your window is like you have higher fertility. You know, in you typically have higher fertility after you give a baby. That's why they call them like Irish twins, right? Yeah, Irish siblings. You just keep popping them out. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Hopefully that wasn't like some kind of weird racist, but I don't think so. My wife's Irish, so I could say whatever I want, dude. I could say whatever I want about potatoes.
That doesn't mean she lied about struggling with infertility. Treatments exist, and he knows that better than anyone because he literally went through it.
Whoa, he did?
If someone accused Ela of lying about infertility struggles based on
well, there wouldn't really be any grounds for it.
How quickly their kids were born.
That's not what the basis is, but
would dedicate the next several years and millions of dollars to ruining their entire life.
Yeah,
what a fucking freak. NEB replies, we need the clip of him doing it the first time too, because I think that got lost in the underscore sub.
Trisha literally should have been a family at an IDF uniform. Trisha, well, she sexualizes Jews, dude. Guys, who's worse for Jews? Trisha Paytas or Netanyahu? I don't know.
That happened when Snark was down. Can't let this bitch forget about it. It also happened like the day before he announced CPS was called, which was one of the main reasons I suspected he faked that shit, because he always pulled of those
fuck?
stunts right after doing / saying something horrible to distract from the shit he got called out for. Might also be a coincidence.
Damn, he's got that Trumpism, dude. He's distracting us with all his terrible shit. This is annoying.
And happened, who knows? I don't give a fuck either way. If it's fake, then I'm not surprised. If it's real, then he clearly deserved it, since CPS isn't just showing up to any house after any call. And
Well, that don't okay.
Ethan replies, here's the clip of him going on a rant about this.
Pretty sure like they have to show up though. So somebody like claimed that they were inside the house. But okay.
Back in March. And Rusty Shackelford posted this clip, which is 9 minutes. I'm not going to play the entire thing, but I will play this little segment of the clip to just represent what happened back in March.
Listen, if it makes me a giant asshole, I own that. I'm a fucking giant asshole. That's just that's what I thought. Maybe I shouldn't question her, and I know it's fucked up to question her, and I know how sensitive it is and how hard it is for women to get pregnant and how personal and all this shit is. Okay? Yeah, I'm a giant fucking asshole, okay? I shouldn't do it. That was my...
What do you think he's thinking about when he's doing the sniffs? You know what the worst was? When my wife was talking about how somebody at her job was doing I think it was eye ticks. Because she works with people in the IDD community, and I was and then I started to have eye ticks because I don't know, it's just weird, and it actually really fucked me up. You know, I have it's just so strange. It's weird how it can be suggested to me, and then sometimes I'll engage in them, and it'll fuck me up. It's so annoying. It's I'll forget about them, and then my body remembers, and it's oh wait, asshole, you're supposed to be really distressed right now, and no wait, you're just supposed to be really pissed off.
My first thought. That's it. I said this woman's on her third fucking baby, and she went and she fucking she shamed me and my wife for announcing we got pregnant, and then she had 3 babies consecutively, no fucking problem, bam bam bam, exactly planned, bam bam bam. She got pregnant bam. The day after they got married. That kind of timing is not what happens when you're infertile.
That's crazy.
I've heard about the things that women go through who are actually infertile trying to get babies, and it is hell. They put themselves through hell. They have to do the egg collection several times. Sometimes the eggs you barely get.
I think that's for IVF.
When Hila got it, she got dozens. Sometimes when you're infertile, you get 1 or 2, maybe if you're lucky, and then you have to pray that they're high quality. This is my...
Yep, or else they they might have some kind of issue with them too. It's another problem.
My opinion. Okay.
And it's also really hard. It hurts. So you put a needle up into your fucking vagina. That's fucking crazy, dude. They got to reach those ovaries.
I'm the biggest asshole in the world. I don't care. Everybody already thinks that, and maybe it's true, right? But I think she fucking lied, and I think it's fucked up, and that's all I have to say about that.
It would be better if he said that she sensationalized it, but
this is just me, baby.
Okay.
I make no fucking apology. Fuck you. How about that? Fuck all you Trisha stands, and fuck Trisha too for lying about it, in my opinion. Listen, I've been through IVF. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm not some random punter on the sidelines. I know Trisha and I know IVF, and I fucking think it's fucked up. I've noticed it from the first one. I'm so sorry for calling Trisha Paytas a fucking liar. Please forgive me. You know how little fucks I give?
Okay.
About these fucking people. Boom, boom.
Then Mail Slayer tweets out, hypocrite Ethan Klein talked about Trisha Paytas' kids and even made fun of her new baby's name. When I say...
Yeah, why wouldn't you? The kid's name is Aquaman. Probably not, but that's what she's saying.
Fuck Ethan Klein, fuck Theodore and his other kids. I'm saying it for a reason.
Isn't it just silly though? That we decide to remove context? Ethan Klein making fun of Trisha's baby's name? How fucked up is that? The baby's name is Aquaman, bro. That's okay to make fun of it. Frankly, if you wanted to make fun of Ethan's kid for being named Theodore, you probably could pull that off too. I'm just saying. Sorry, Ethan, but Theodore, really? What the fuck? So, if it's warranted. If you name your kid something stupid, it's okay.
His kids will one day realize they never met their cousins because of their pathetic dad.
Whoa.
And Choso replies, yes, defend
Crazy.
the retard co who gave them the name that they will change at 18 after being ruthlessly bullied for it because their mom is a deranged Quirk Chungus. And OP says,
Quirk Chungus. Love it.
The name literally isn't bad, dumbass. And Drilltooth says,
that's pretty terrible, actually.
Holy bait.
Could have named the kid Arthur, because Aquaman's real name is Arthur. So, could have just named the kid Arthur. You would have been able to do your dumb fucking homage or whatever.
AB then weighs in and replies to Mail Slayer's original post by saying, you're a disgusting human being. Disagree with his takes all you want, but saying fuck his kids is truly grotesque.
That
Shame on
true.
you. Then over on H3H3 Productions, the Dragon Ball fan account puts the interaction between Mail Slayer and AB and captions it,
It's also kind of gross, guys. It's pedophilia.
That's right, AB. And Kanjibo says, the fact that AB is going to 100% get harassed to all fuck in the comments for defending kids is fucking insane. And once again, shows this has nothing to do with Palestine and these people do not get...
I don't think we have to get that deep about it, but yeah, sure.
A single fuck genocide. And Cornelius Red replies, I think the majority of snarkers come from the Trisha era. These people got lucky that they can use Palestine to further their original hate for Ethan. It also makes sense why these people are utterly mentally insane. When your favorite influencer is Trisha Paytas, you are definitely not right in the head. Romy again says, she named her kid fucking Aquaman. There is no way to defend that. And Rarglar replies, replies, Ethan was 100% right when he said Trisha viewed them as an accessory. Then Ethan responds to this when he tweets it out with the caption, Ethan says he will be dropping a video about Trisha Paytas and her husband Moses. Also doubles down on his take about
You think he's actually going to do that? I feel like he's not going to actually do that. I feel like he probably shouldn't do that. It's a little aggressive. I feel like you're better off not dropping a fucking video on that. It's just like so aggressive to do that, in my opinion.
Trisha's infertility issues. And he attaches this screenshot of Ethan's Instagram story where he screenshots a post from H3 Productions which says, a reminder for Trisha Paytas' fans, Trisha harassed and abused Ethan constantly during frenemies, insulted Hila, says Moses just wants to fuck H3 fans, said she will fuck Ethan's dad. This is the same person Trisha fans claim was actually Ethan's victim. Here's an incomplete timeline of her abuse. And then Ethan responds saying, lol, are people actually mad about what I said? This freak lied, in my opinion, about being infertile.
Well, it kind of hurts you when you keep saying lied in your opinion. I know that he's like fucking like lawyer brained now because he's suing people, but it looks a little silly when he keeps saying that.
For social credit, and then immediately had 3 kids in perfect succession. I'm entitled to my opinion on the matter as a parent that has been through fertility treatments. I'll also add that this involves my family, so this is very much my business, and very much not yours, you parasocial rejects. P.S.
Well,
Moses allegedly
you are kind of making everybody's business by talking about it publicly, so it's kind of how that works.
SA'd at least one of our fans, stealthing, and exploited at least one other for S. He is the reason there will never be a frenemies reunion, not Trisha. We will never forgive him for taking advantage of her fans for S behind our backs. Also, her fans have tried to ruin our lives every day since frenemies ended. Some of them are currently being sued. Have a nice day. Then there's this Instagram story where he says, should I make a quick video on between Trisha lying and Moses fucking her fans, and Hassan lying about Jews controlling ISIS, which we also covered all of the conversation about that on our channel as well.
What is, dude? What the hell?
Well, over on our H3H3 Productions, C&M Guzzler also posts this Instagram story by Ethan with the caption, dropping fucking bombs, Ethan. And Shinnikal replies, Moses is gonna go running to mommy again. Our ambassador says, the clip of Ethan telling Moses he will never stop talking about him and Ethan making fun of him for crying to mommy is one of the best ever podcast moments. I hope we get another one. Lethal Gillyknacker says, well, shit, there it is. I don't think they've ever actually brought this up or addressed this head on before. And Tanas262 replies, yeah, I heard of the stealthing allegations, but Ethan never said anything about them until now. He's definitely not giving a fucking...
I don't know if that's true. This just happened a long time ago. I feel like Ethan's talked about it before, though. He hasn't said anything about it till now. I don't think that's true. I think he said something like immediately, no?
More about protecting Moses, and I'm glad it's that way. Knowing that Ethan and Hila know and are aware of this just makes more sense why they repeatedly used to say, Moses is why frenemies is not a thing anymore. Also on left...
I'm pretty sure that they've talked about it.
Leftovers H3, Calmaphone at 6848 posts, the Trisha lied about her fertility narrative is very obviously something Ethan picked up from TL. I haven't seen many people pointing out that despite the fact Ethan is constantly accusing other of being snark-brained and currently claims to be anti-snark subreddits, he's still repeating arguments on his show that came from Trisha's now deleted snark Reddit, Trishyland, which
what?
She used to frequent daily before it got deleted by Reddit for harassment.
Bro, he fucking he did a podcast with her. What are you talking about?
The idea that Trisha...
He just got that from a Reddit. Dude, what are you talking about? They did a fucking podcast together where she would say it all the time.
Lied about being infertile was very often repeated on Trishyland, and a lot of the clips people used as evidence that she lied were also compiled by TL snarkers. I personally don't think Ethan came to the conclusion that she lied about her fertility struggles on his own. And given
because you're fucking... These people aren't real. I don't know what to tell you.
In fact, we know he used to visit TL. It was one of his frequently visited pages on his browser, and he and Hila also refer to the subreddit as a home base. It's obvious where he got this idea. Ethan is truly the biggest hypocrite on the planet. Whoa. He claims to be an anti-snark crusader and talks about how snark subs cause people to end themselves, but not only is his show basically a snark podcast on his enemies, he also steals a lot of his content and arguments in the show from snark pages about his enemies. TL is an obvious example of a snark that he would frequently get anti-Trisha arguments from, but the Destiny subreddit, which is basically a Hassan snark, is another example. His research on the content nuke was probably 90% browsing that sub for out-of-context Hassan clips and arguments to use against Hassan. And Sad Meme Doggo replies, it's like him getting mad at Adam for being on Colleen's snark when 1, Ethan and the crew used it for research, and 2, Adam was a child that was taken advantage of by Colleen. So obviously he's going to be a part of
I thought he was groomed and raped. What happened? We changing our perspective now? That's crazy.
For snark. Love how Ethan just lies about things and his audience just goes with it. Wild to say Adam's whole job is snark when Ethan does the exact same shit.
I like how he was taken advantage of by Colleen because he used to do work. He used to do her Twitter for free. Like that's what it boiled down to. Let's be fucking real. Give me a fucking break.
Except he has 20 years on Adam. Captain Kung Pao says, what is the evidence that she lied? The fact that she ended up having kids? NOP replies, when I talked to a fun guy about it, they linked me a clip from Frenemies of her saying that the reason she thought she was infertile is because she was having unprotected S with her BF at the time for years and didn't get pregnant. But
no, it's because she had fucking syphilis, but okay.
That she thought she might be able to conceive if she lost weight. They thought this proved that she never actually believed she was infertile because she thought she had a possibility of getting pregnant in the future. They also said that since she was getting her period regularly, that should have proved to her she would be able to conceive, which is insane. Honestly, it's all stupid because if at any point she tried to get pregnant and couldn't, especially having unprotected S for a year plus, that's enough to count as struggling with fertility. Over on Fuoma, Committed to Greatness also posts the clip of Ethan Klein reacting. In classic Carpet replies, I'm a longtime hater of Trisha Paytas, but I do love how she gets under Ethan's skin without even trying. And Supernova Giraffe Raph says, heartwarming. The worst people you know are all fighting. Frosting Freak says, truly, fuck this school. And JLoss23 replies, he's just mad because his bro-in-law and Trisha look genuinely happy. Ethan and his wife look so miserable, and seeing how he talks, I can't blame them.
Why do they look miserable? What?
Deja Vu says, infertile does not equal sterile. Ethan Klein is such a stupid piece of shit. And Stan barely
Kinda does, yeah.
Life 58 replies, yes, this is so simple. Infertile is not necessarily a permanent diagnosis. Shout out to our tier 3 members, internet representatives, Kiko, Salsaud, Codus Bandito, Captain Crashout, and at 19 kilometers. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I'll see you all on the next episode.
No, she literally said she has sex with no birth control, and she thought that she wouldn't get pregnant and didn't even... Yeah, okay, that's on top of her saying her fucking womb is rotted, so it's not just that one thing, just to be absolutely clear. So it's more than just like that one little thing. All right, cool video. Oh!